Hi, welcome to my journey. Ooh, we went and did our cardio today. Oh my gosh, I was sweating like crazy. Trying to keep the sweat from coming in my eyes. Woo. But we did our hour of cardio, right? 15 minutes of sit down elliptical, 15 minutes of standing up elliptical, 15 minutes of treadmill, and 15 minutes of stationary bicycle. Okay? So yeah, I feel pretty good about that. And you know, we went at the height of the heat, and when I went in there, it was like 98 degrees outside. Right now, it's saying it's 90 degrees, so that's good. 90 degrees at 6 p.m. Yeah. So, when I was coming home from Plano, right, I did stop off at Aldi's, and I bought me some protein drinks. I brought me some protein bars. I bought me some eggs, 2 dozen of eggs. I bought me some water flavor packets. I bought me some, I bought me some sparkling water. Yeah, sugar-free sparkling water. And what else? Oh yeah, I bought me some low-fat vanilla ice cream, because you know I'm gonna be doing those root beer floats. Yes, I am. And I'm very pleased that, you know, at least, you know, I have some good options, you know, to utilize. I like pouring the protein drink into my coffee. You know, I don't mind doing the collagen and the powdered peanut butter. I don't mind it at all. Okay, it's just it takes more work. Like, you have to really stir, and keep stirring, you know. And sometimes, you know, you don't stir it enough and you're getting clumps. You know, you're getting clumps. And other times I be telling myself, why don't I just put it in the blender? You know, that way it will emulsify, you know. You know, those plastic cups, they don't stay cold that long. Not like, you know, the stainless steel cups, which is why I like to drink, you know, my protein coffee in the stainless steel cup. Yeah. Anyway, we feel really good about, you know, at least keeping up with the exercise. You know, it's a free gym. Might as well take advantage of it, you know, and who knows, you know, sometimes they'll have like pastries or, you know, some bread or tortillas and stuff I could take home with me, you know. Last night, you know, I was tripping. Okay, yeah, I was tripping and had some of the cinnamon toast cereal. Yeah, I was tripping last night. Couldn't help myself, but at least it wasn't a horrible snack. It wasn't a horrible snack, but it was a snack. And this was late night. I think I ate it about 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, shouldn't have been snacking that time of the day, but I don't know, you know. gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? No one. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from snacking. I haven't decided what I was gonna make for dinner tonight, but I'm thinking I want something with some shrimp in it. That's what I'm thinking. I want something with some shrimp in it. Just haven't figured out what that something's going to be. I do need to probably think about maybe a bean smoothie when I get to the house, because those beans, they do need, to be eaten up within a few days. I don't trust eating, beans beyond those many days. You know what I mean? So yeah. My left thigh muscle has been giving me a little problem. So I'm really hoping that it will not give me a problem. Because I be wanting to move around. I don't want to be limping around. I want to be moving around swiftly and agilely. And this limping around, it makes me embarrassed to move around. So, yeah, I'm back home. We did our exercises. Yay! You did it! And, we have enough protein stuff, to at least stay on track if, we want to. Okay? And what is being on track? Being on track is at least 100 grams of protein a day, 15 to 30 grams of fiber a day, and I haven't really been watching the carbs, but if I was to set a rule, the rule would be under 125 carbs a day. Okay? Because just about everything has some type of carb in it. And, carbs to me, you gotta have some, especially in this heat. Because if you don't watch out, you could be dehydrated, and I think the carbs will help ease your dehydration symptoms. I'm just guessing, but I feel like there's a good reason for carbs, just like I feel like there's a good reason for fat, right? I feel like fat boosts your immunity system. Yeah, and shelters you from all kinds of disease. But, sometimes, people have a lot of diseases, just in their environment, because of the way people treat them. And, that's one of the reasons why, we have so many people who are overweight in America, because, the people around them have, mistreated their feelings. And in the process of mistreating their feelings, these people, eat their feelings and, end up gaining weight and trying to use the weight as protection. So yeah. Um, Looks like I'm gonna have to mow the lawn again. It's getting kind of long, but so I don't really water the lawn. I like that it's green. I just don't like it to be looking so, unkept. I like it long. I just don't want it to look unkept. Hmm. Let me get back in this house. Hold on. So I'm basically saying that the lawn is gonna be done sometime this week. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, but sometime this week. And then again, it doesn't surprise me that, I'll feel some aches and pains, on a day like today where, people are typically, throwing energy and magic at folks. But, hey, uh, if I can't use it for my highest good, I return that shit back to sender threefolds. Okay? Okay. So let's go on in the house and prepare something to eat, something good for dinner. Uh-huh.